arrogant, aggressive, selfish. There is a reason why Aries is often called the most frustrating, exhausting, and borderline toxic sign of the zodiac. They don't just enter your life, they crash into it like a bulldozer, demanding attention and leaving a trail of chaos behind them. But what if I told you that the reason they act this way is actually a cry for help that you are completely ignoring? Welcome to the studio. I'm Simon, and today we are taking a deep dive into the shadow psychology of Aries. We're going to decode the anger, the walls they build, and the brutal truth about the first sign of the zodiac. Take a seat. Let's begin.
Let's start with the most common accusation against an Aries, the bulldozer energy. People say Aries is too aggressive. They say an Aries needs to control every situation, interrupting you, rushing decisions, and acting as if their way is the only way. To an earth or water sign, this feels incredibly disrespectful. You look at them and think, why do you always have to fight? But here is the psychological truth that most astrologers miss. An Aries isn't fighting you. They are fighting for survival. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war. But in astropsychology, we know that constant aggression is actually a trauma response. It's a defense mechanism. Underneath that loud, confident, untouchable exterior is an incredibly vulnerable inner child who is absolutely terrified of being helpless.
When an Aries takes control of a situation, it's not because they think they are better than everyone else. It's because they are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. They feel a suffocating pressure that if they don't act right now, everything will fall apart. People judge them for their anger, but anger is just profound anxiety and sadness that has nowhere else to go. An Aries explodes with fire because they care too much. If you actually look into the eyes of an angry Aries, you won't see a monster. You will see someone who is exhausted, someone who is desperately tired of fighting all alone, wishing just once that someone else would step up and protect them.
This brings us to the second, and perhaps the most painful reason people resent Aries, the accusation of selfishness. If you've dated an Aries, you might have felt like a supporting actor in the movie of their life. They talk about their drama, their goals, their feelings, and when you try to share your pain, they might accidentally bring the conversation right back to themselves. It feels incredibly lonely. It feels like pure narcissism. But let's look at the psychology. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. They represent birth, pure, unfiltered existence. Their selfishness is not malicious, calculated, or manipulative like a dark Scorpio or Gemini. An Aries operates on pure instinct. But here is the heartbreaking flip side of that energy. Because their heart is so pure, they expect the world to be just as honest, loyal, and straightforward as they are. And the world rarely is. An Aries will give you their absolute everything. They will go to war for you. They will defend your name in rooms you haven't even entered. But the moment they sense manipulation, the moment they realize you are playing mind games or using their loyalty against them, it shatters their reality. They don't push people away because they don't care. They push people away because they care so deeply that betrayal physically hurts them. They build walls of fire to protect a heart that has been broken too many times by people who didn't appreciate their light. Let's pause for a second. If you are an Aries watching this, how many times have you been called too much just for expressing how much you care? Let me know in the comments below. This channel is a safe space for the truth, so share your story. And make sure to subscribe, because we are decoding every sign on this channel. Now,
let's talk about the most dangerous weapon an Aries has: their mouth.
Aries is famous for brutal honesty. When they are hurt, their emotional filter completely disappears. They will drop emotional bombs, tell you exactly what is wrong with you, and say things that can ruin a relationship in 5 seconds. People hate this. They call it toxic. But ask yourself, why do they do it? An Aries uses brutal honesty as a test. They live in a world full of fake smiles, hidden agendas, and people pleasers. An Aries cannot breathe in that environment. They would rather have an ugly, screaming argument that is real than a peaceful, quiet dinner that is fake.
When an Aries argues with you, it means they still have hope for you. It means they value the relationship enough to fight for the truth. The most dangerous thing an Aries can do is not scream. The most dangerous thing an Aries can do is go completely quiet. Because if an Aries stops arguing with you, it means they have accepted that you are not worth their fire anymore. They haven't just walked away. They have emotionally deleted you.
We live in a society that tells us to quiet down, to swallow our anger, to stay in bad relationships, to smile when we want to scream. People criticize Aries because Aries reflects our own cowardice. We judge them for being loud, but secretly, we envy their freedom. We envy their bravery to simply exist without apologizing for it. Yes, an Aries is chaotic. Yes, they will frustrate you. But if you have an evolved Aries in your life, you have a guardian angel who happens to carry a sword. They will love you fiercely. They will never lie to you. And they will pull you out of the darkness when you cannot save yourself.
To love an Aries is to stand next to a wildfire. If you don't understand it, you will get burned. But if you see the vulnerable soul inside the flames, they will keep you warm for the rest of your life. If you are an Aries, your karmic lesson is simple. You don't have to fight every battle. It is safe to take off your armor. True strength isn't just about surviving. It's about allowing yourself to be held. I'm Simon, and this is the Psychology of the Stars. If this video helped you understand the chaos and the beauty of an Aries, hit the like button, subscribe, and check the description for more. Stay cosmic. I'll see you in the next one.